Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Mastering the Laws of Attraction. And today, yes, we are going to talk about the Satan, the enemy within, that doubt. That I'm going to tell you guys how to overcome it. But before we get there, I need some information from you guys. Okay, so on my Kevin Wesley video on the YouTube channel's version, there have been a lot of conversation, a ton of conversation. It's been awesome, been great, discussing these different things concerning religion, but more so concerning love and gaining understanding. Yeah, there have been some argumentative parts that people are just kind of headstrong and button heads, and some people have been rude. So I'm asking, let's all remain cordial, okay? Let's remain respectful. But there's one comment that I did want to speak on really briefly and quickly, and I have a question for you guys. I need your help on answering this one. One gentleman asked that I do a series of videos based on, well, he asked if I've done a series of videos based on the beginnings of the different major religions and minor religions, right? And I told him that I haven't done one of those yet. I haven't thought about it, but it did pique my interest. My question is that something that you guys would like to see or hear? If it is, in the comment section, please just comment that you would like to hear some videos based on the beginnings of the different religions and that sort of thing. And I'm telling you, if I do it, then there will be correlations to how they are connected as well. So if that's something you guys would be interested in the comment section, just let me know. If enough people are interested in it, I'll get to work on it, because I got to pull out a lot of old journals from writings from over the years in order to really do justice to it, because I wouldn't want to just, cast it out there without doing some serious justice and reminding myself of a lot of information that I've researched over the years, and places that I've been, and things I've seen, and experiences I had. So let me know in the comment section. On to this video. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about doubt. Now, a lot of videos like to string you along, like to try to tell you all these different things, and then at the end, they want to give you here's the solution, to get you to watch it to the end, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the solution right now. The solution right now to the question of how do you overcome doubt, how do you overcome the thought of the Satan, is that you, sir or ma'am, have to get yourself into a state where anytime you have the emotional connection or the subconscious thought of negativity towards what it is that you've been given a vision for, that's what you've created your own vision for, of what you desired in a godly way, when you have those moments where that doubt creeps in, then you have to get into a meditative state. You have to create your own rituals, your own triggers. We are so used to going to perform the rituals that other people tell us. If you go to a seminar, they're going to tell you all the things they do, all the rituals they have, the things that trigger them. But when in truth, you have to create your own rituals, your own triggers, right? Like for me, anytime I get into a state of procrastination, I clap my hands. So, and also I've used that same trigger anytime I'm trying to, I'm in a hurry, rush, and there's something I need to do and I can't remember, I clap my hands again. When I do that, for me, I've created a trigger, and the way I've done that is that I started with the procrastination, and every time I feel myself sinking back, relaxing, not doing anything, sitting there being bored, thinking of every other thing that I'm supposed to be doing and not doing my work, I started clapping my hands and say, let's go, all right, let's get it. You know what you need to do, and not self-talk. Let you know what you need to do, let's get it done. So self-talk is the other key. That's how you create your trigger. You do your trigger, then self-talk into speaking how you are. Like, you're a guy, come on now, you can get it done. You're the kind of guy that gets work done. You're a doer, you're not a slacker, you're not a procrastinator. Get it done. You accomplish things. You are this, I am. Right? I go through that when I create my triggers. So create your triggers that way. Now understand where this comes from. This teaching has been there for you for forever and a day. You just have to find it. You just have to open your eyes to see it. And it's regardless of what you believe in, it's there. All right. So here's the deal. I'm going to use the Satan term. The Satan, from the Old Testament in the Hebrew, is for the adversary, something that goes against, right? So when Yeshua was in Jerusalem and he was about to be crucified and he was going to be captured, and Peter was like, yo, dude, we can't let this happen. This can't be, we can't do this. And he was like, get thee Satan behind me. Peter's not Satan. No, it is the thought that Peter had that was satanic, that was the Satan. So it is the doubt that you have. That is the Satan. It is, as Les Brown likes to say, it is the, if you don't have an enemy without, then there's the enemy within. It is that what's inside you that doubts you, that causes you to clam back, to lose out on you accomplishing your visions and your dreams and having the glorious life that you deserve to have. In the Gospel of Philip, he says that when the husband and wife come into agreement together, that they will tell the mountain to move and the mountain will be moved. They use it in the male and female because of the Hermetic teaching of gender, that the male and female energy must be in concert with one another in order to have creation. The yogis and the Buddhists and the Hindu teach it in the same way, in saying that you must raise the Kundalini, raise the female energy so that the male and female energy are in unison. You see this when you go to the doctor. The caduceus with the two serpents, that is the raising of the male and female energy, which represents health, but not just physical health, but mental health and spiritual health. So we all have male and female energy. It is the fact of getting them together in concert, in agreement with one another. So through meditations, through creating triggers, through having a balance of mind and heart, you will be able to manage these states of mind. And anytime you have the Satan, that doubt, that thought that causes you to desire something that's outside of goodliness and godliness, when you have that desire that makes you do something that's detrimental to your health or detrimental to your finances, detrimental to your family, detrimental to your work, when you have those desires, when you have those doubts, because it's a combination of desire and doubt that destroys most things, when you have that, then have your triggers, have your meditative states. There are times where I have to just go away from everybody else and meditate to get my energies right so that I can move to the next stage. I've been moving my store, and so there has been times where I had to stop from all the hustle of working and getting things done to just breathe for a moment so that my next steps, the next actions that I take are wise in their decision. So you figure out your pattern, your triggers. You can't have my patterns. You can't have my triggers. Figure out how you can meditate, how you pray. Figure out how you have things around you. Everybody does a vision board, but maybe the vision board doesn't work for you. All right? Maybe what you need, you can't visualize the house and have it on your wall, but find that one house in your area. Go visit that house, drive by that house, sit out in front of that house and imagine your life inside that house. Create your own rituals and triggers so that when you have that Satan, when you have that desire that causes you to fall, the fall of man, when you have that, then have your triggers. Get yourself back in order. Get yourself ready. Bring peace and harmony inside yourself so that your greatness can now be exalted, because your greatness is non-negotiable. You have to just figure out your triggers and your rituals to get you there so that you can defeat the Satan. So y'all have a great day. Your greatness is non-negotiable.